Hope you're having a great day and that you have had a good time learning the Arabic alphabet. If you haven't learned the alphabet yet, check it out on the link up there. Go through them. This is not just going to teach you the alphabet. It's actually going to get you started on the track of reading and writing basic Arabic. Now, today, this is the second part of the course. Now we're going to start building up sentences. And in Arabic, we're going to start learning just like a baby learns. What is the first thing a baby learns? He said, like, what is this? That's a car. That's a dog. Okay? So we're going to try to do the same thing. Now, before we start, there's something important we have to know about the Arabic language. All the nouns, like all the names of things in Arabic, are either masculine or feminine. This applies to everything. So you might ask, well, how do we know if a chair is a masculine or a feminine? Don't worry about that. There's going to be a clue in most of the words in Arabic that's going to tell you if this is a masculine or feminine object. And you might ask, well, why is it important? Well, it's important because it's going to dictate the way we say the sentence. So let's start. First, to point at something, we have to know how to say, this is a, and then you point at something. So how do we say, this is a, to a masculine object? This is abbreviated in one word in Arabic, and it's like this, hada. Hada. What are the letters that are we saying? It's a he, da, okay? So let's start writing this. It's a he, remember this is the he. And the. This is the it's connected. Hada. Now you might be asking, there seems to be an after the he. It's true, but this is one of those special words where that isn't there. So it's just hada, hada, but you actually say it as hada. Now, after hada, you can put any masculine word. Okay, so let's start with our first word. Hada bait. Bait means house. Here it is. Be. Remember the be, the boat shape? Be. Then bay. There's a ye, two dots, and a te. And the te is connected, and it's a boat shape as well. And it has two dots on the top. So let's read this together. Hada bait, which means this is a house. Let's take another word. Hada so dot over here. Hada kitab. Kitab means a book. How do we write kitab? We start with a ke, which is the kaf letter. Ki. T, two dots for te, kitab. See the kitab, and it ends with a b. One dot at the bottom. Hada kitab. Let's take another one. Hada qalam. Qalam means a pencil. Kitab means a book. We're going to say this all together in a bit. So hada qalam. Qalam starts with a q. This is the q with two dots. The la, qala, and we end with a mi. Hada qalam. Let's read these together. Hada bait. Say it after me. Hada bait. Hada kitab. This is a book. هذا قلم. Okay? One more time. هذا بيت. هذا كتاب. هذا قلم. Okay? So now you have created your first 3 sentences. You're pointing at things. Now let's move on to some feminine examples. Now to point at feminine objects, we use the pointing tool of هذه. So remember, for the masculine it was هذا. This one is هذه. Now this he at the end is indicative that we are pointing to something feminine. Okay? So let's write هذه. It's the same ha at the beginning. The. And now at the end there's another he, هذه. So how do we do that? It's just a circular form. هذه. This letter is the same as this letter, but when it comes at the end, this is how it looks like. So هذه. Remember we use the tashkid marks and when we learn the alphabet. Let's put them over here so it can actually guide us in proper pronunciation. So هذه. You can see there's a little e at the end. This is it. هذه. If I was saying هذه, then you would put a proper ya letter, which is the ya letter at the end. But this is هذه. It's just a little kind of e at the end. Okay? Now, هذه, we're going to use the word for car. هذه سيارة. Okay, let's write سيارة. Se. Remember the se, it has 3 waves in it, 3 ruksas. Say. You can hear a ye at the end, at this letter, this word, sorry. هذه سيارة. It's 2 dots for the ye. Re. Now we get that e sound by putting this circular te. هذه سيارة. Now, one of the marks of the tashkil that we haven't spoken about is the one that makes a letter more heavy and like a double letter. And that is called the shadda. This is how it looks like. Looks like a little W. Okay? When you put that over here, the yeah you kind of pause a little bit on the yeah. So listen to this. سيارة, سيارة, سيارة. If I don't put this, it becomes like this. سيارة, سيارة. But this is سيارة. Okay, so this is kind of telling you to, hey, double down on this letter over here. Okay, هذه سيارة, which means this is a car. Let's take another example. هذه. Put the tashkid over here. And if you don't put the tashkid, it's not wrong, okay? This tashkid is actually just for you to read it properly. هذه مدرسة. Madrasa means a school. So let's write madrasa, me. And then de. Re. Se. Remember, when you hear that sound at the end, that e at the end, it's usually a connected te, but the one that looks like a circle, like this. We spoke about this in part 7 of learning the alphabet at the end of the lesson, where this letter here, this and this, come at the end of words, and guess what? They're your clue that these are feminine words, okay? So, and whenever you see this or this, at the end of the word, it's usually a feminine word. So, madrasa, okay? If we want to put the tashkid, it's like this, ma-ra-sa, okay? هذه مدرسة, okay? Let's take another word. هذه دراجة, which means a bicycle. هذه دراجة. Don't worry, we're going to read these together again. This is the j. Now remember, you hear that sound at the end? Again, that's a connected t. The one that looks just like, I don't know, looks like a dog's face. Okay. هذه دراجة. Let's read these 3 sentences together. هذه سيارة. Say it after me. هذه سيارة. هذه مدرسة. مدرسة. Then we have هذه دراجة. 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 Okay. Now, let's let the tashkil help us with the daraja here. You can see that there's a kind of, we're doubling down on the ra. Daraja. So we put a shadda, this little w, over here. Daraja. Daraja. Okay? So, congratulations. Now you know how to make 6 sentences pointing at 6 things. 3 of them are masculine, and 3 of them are feminine. Great job. What I want you to do, go through the lesson again, repeat after me the sentences that I'm saying, try to write them down, okay? And I'll see you in the next lesson.